everybody on YouTube. It's your boy, the Memphis XLR8, coming at you with Lucky Draws, the show where I take a look at whatever deck I feel like and have myself good old fun times. Today we're taking a look at a classic favorite of mine. This is my Winged Dragon of Raw deck. My own personal spin on it, I call it the God of Frogs, because we're all about using the Frog engine as tribute fodder for our Winged Dragon of Raw. It's pretty nice. Nice little bit of synergy. I really do like the Frog engine for it, because not only can I go for Raw, I can also go for, my Toad, all these different links, etc., etc. Occasionally a train if I get really snappy about it. But, well, mostly it's about swarming with frogs, going for Winged Dragon of Raw. We're trying out all the new supports, the chant, the cannon, everything, etc., etc. And we're going to have ourselves a good fun time with it. And we're going to go out in ADO Pro, show off this deck, show off the combos, and we'll have a good time about it. So, let's get started. Alrighty, our first opponent. With this deck, you can go first or second, honestly. It really depends on your hand. Honestly, going second's kind of better in today's format with lots of combo decks and such. Mostly because we have Sphere mode, so it's like our opponent makes Curse of the Shaddoll Prison. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Shaddoll is sent to the fridge. Okay, I remember this. This is the thing that lets him, fuse with my stuff, basically. I forgot that this card existed, but it's a tech choice. It's certainly an interesting tech choice. But yeah, basically what our deck's about is that we're trying to swarm board with frogs, tribute them for Winged Dragon of Raw. Now, it's pretty simple and basic when I just say it like that. But honestly, it's a bit more nuanced to that. We got things like Slimy Boy here. If I ditch him with Swap Frog, which is something I can do, not only do I get to dump with Frog, I get to search with Slime. Unfortunately, my opponent didn't make enough for Sphere mode, which makes me sad, Panda. Alright, let me think about this. Might have to be defensive, we'll see. I'm only allowed to special Salmon once, but I really want that search. So we'll make our Swappy Frog, and now Swap Frog and Slimy Boy will both go off. So this thing lets me add any spell trap yeah, I can't talk. This thing lets me add a Winged Dragon of Raw spell trap. And this lets me dump a frog. So what we're going to do is get, let's see here. Let me think about it. I'm just going to get Ancient Chant. This is just straight search of Winged Dragon of Raw. Getting my archetypes mixed up. I don't know why. Let's see. I can, of course, normal summon, but I can't special summon. That's the part that makes me sad. But, we'll go for Ancient Chant, see if we can search a Winged Dragon of Raw, which is very nice to do. Another important thing about this is I can banish it. And, if I banish this card, when I summon my Winged Dragon of Raw, basically Raw will gain the attack of everything I tribute for it, which is a really nice effect, if I do say so. So, let's see. I'm just going to end my turn for that. I'm just going to end my turn for now. I would like to do more, but unfortunately my opponent is super polying me, which means he's probably going to make... Is he going to make the water one? I mean, good on you, dude, for playing the water one. No, he's making something else. What the... Oh, I forgot about this one. Anilate... I can't pronounce that name. Neither player can summon from the hand of the graveyard doing spell traps. Fascinating. That does, in fact, stop Ronin Toden. That it does. Luckily, I don't have any light monsters, so he can't, Mecha me very easily. He can certainly summon Cookie Man. I forget the water, I forget the name of the water invoked. I know it exists, but I don't remember for the life of me what it's called. Kaliga. If an effect is activated, none of that player's monsters can activate their effects for the rest of the turn. Each player can attack with only one monster during each battle phase. Okay, then. I never understand why Kaliga's... He kind of sucks, if you think about it. Because if you use his effects, you lock yourself out of your own effects. That's the thing, But why did Ronin Toden die? He was equal, or am I mistaken in that matter? I don't know. Well, regardless of that, I'm just going to go ahead and Sphere mode the shite out of this guy. Here's a Sphere. I hope you like it. So, we've done the Sphere. Let's go ahead and use Ronin Toden. Bring that boy back. Baby, he back. And sadly, that was a normie summon, so I'm not allowed to do it again. Sad face. But you know what? I gave him a ball. So long as he can't get rid of the ball, I'll get the ball back. And even if he does, get rid of the ball, I have another one. So it's no problem for me. Alright, so he's alluring and blind alluring, and I think he's about to rage quit on me. We'll find out. We'll find out. He might not. You never know. That's the weird thing about people who blind allure. Sometimes they rage quit you. What was that? I don't know what that was. Regardless, I just drew into Blaze Cannon. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's see. I can't do that. I mean, I can... That's the thing. I don't have an additional normie summon right now. If I did, it would be perfect, because I could just go for Winged Dragon. You know what? I'm going to go for Winged Dragon Raw regardless. I might not be able to do the whole shebangle, but I can do this. I'm going to summon out the Winged Dragon of Raw. I'll go ahead and summon out Flippy Floppy Frog. It'll be good. Winged Dragon of Raw. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's just go ahead and make our totally awesome boy and hit this guy where it hurts. You know, it's nice when you can, tribute summon Winged Dragon of Raw and gain all the attack. That's kind of the thing. The one big problem with Raw in general is that, he only gets his effects when he's normal summoned. I mean, Blaze Cannon makes it so I'm unaffected this turn, and I can destroy everything this turn, and I can tribute my monsters to do stuff, but I don't want to do that. Basically, I could tribute Toad to make this guy bigger, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'd rather do just... I want to keep the Toad. It's short and simple answer. I want to keep the Frog on the field. Alright, so now we should be good. I really don't see this guy getting around this. I mean, he blind allured like a madman. And I have respect for him for doing this, but I've got Totally Awesome. I've got Winged Dragon with Raw. There's no way he can get around all this. He can do that all he wants, but I'm going to be like, no. There should be none of that, sir. Also, I'm taking this. This is mine now. You can't have it. You bloody well are not allowed to have it. Alright. Well, I guess I get to do this anyway. I mean, I'll go ahead and Toad, even though I don't really have a... I don't have a purpose for going for Toad, other than just going for Toad. And let's go ahead and use our Ancient Enchant. So basically, now when I tribute summon this turn, I get to get all the attack points of the monsters I attribute. So I'm going to go ahead and summon this with all three of these. And we'll make our Winged Dragon of Raw, and we'll pay all our life points. So this is now 11,000. So that's the idea of the deck. You make Winged Dragon, and you make him big. So we beat up Invoked Shaddolls. Honestly, he had my respect for double blind alluring. Or at least one blind allure. Regardless, there's our first win today. Let's go into duel number 2, see if we can get even more stuff, because we have a lot of things we can do with this deck. I haven't even summoned Egyptian God Slime or any of my links, so let's go for duel number 2. Alrighty. Sorry, I just took a drink of water, now it's stuck in my throat. Duel number 2, let's get started. We'll see where it goes. So far, it's looking good. Going first, this is fine, because you start with Swappy Frog, and things are just... they're beautiful. They really are. Swap Frog just starts up a whole mess of things. So we're going to go ahead and Swappy our Froggy, and we'll dump us a Ronin Toaden. We obviously already have a Ronin Toaden, but I just want a Ronin Toaden all day indeed. So let's go ahead and dump Ronin Toaden number 2. Just keep special summoning Swap Frog. I don't know who didn't make this a once per turn effect, but they didn't, and therefore I do not need to care. So let's go ahead and dump Unifrog. Unifrog only in here really for, using it for Ronin Toaden. Not to say you couldn't use his effect to attack directly. I'm just saying you very rarely get the chance to. So let's just go ahead and summon Ronin Toaden. Obviously I could summon Raw and all that good stuff. Well, I can't now because, summoning and all that. But it's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and summon all the frogs in the Deep Blue Sea. We'll summon all those boys out. Go ahead and search Monster Reborn just to get Monster Reborn here. Nice thing to have on hand, Monster Reborn. And also I can ditch this thing so I could summon Raw with Monster Reborn. But right now I don't really want to do that. That is something I don't want to do. And let me think about this. Yeah. Let's go for Mr. Boy. Hello, I am Mr. Boy. He's making our monsters even bigger. So let's go ahead and bring out the Ronin one more time. And I could make another Mr. Boy, but no, usually want to start with a toad. We'll just make a dang old toad and live with it. Alrighty, indeed. So we'll go ahead and end our turn. Stand by, of course, totally awesome boy. He's going to go ahead and get us more stuff. We want Dupe Frog, because he'll protect our monsters and get us more frogs. I mean, granted, if I have to tribute him in order to protect myself, I will. So, you know, Dupe Frog, kind of a sacrificial shield, except when Kaijus are involved, but such is life. Alright, gets back the Toad. Let's get the dang old Toad. Yeah, that's a bit of an unfortunate. We're up against some version of Kaijus. Specifically, I think this is a Kaiju deck. Possibly Gradle Kaijus, possibly some other version of Kaijus. I'm expecting... Oh, no, this is Gamma Seal negate all the stuff. That's what this is. Ah. Okay, so now he's going to give me something... I don't know what. Okay, so now he doesn't care about that stuff. Fascinating. Let me think about this. I'm going to get back Ronin Toden. I want to keep the other one in the graveyard for now. For now, that's what I want to do. This card will be destroyed. Remove a Kaiju from the cannon. Okay. Okay, very interesting. And now, yeah, this has all the counters. I'm surprised he didn't search a Kaiju during all that nonsense, but he did not. So, such is life. Let me think about this. Let me think. This is going to be a tricky one. This is going to be a tricky pickle. Let me double check something. Yeah, I don't want to go for that. Could go for the problem with going for the Toad again is the problem that it's not going to be very helpful. So let's go ahead, Ronin Toden. We'll start nice and simple, bring out Ronin Toden again. Let's see. Up. Oh, is that all that does? I thought that was going to be something troublesome, but no, it really isn't. It's really not that big of a problem. I mean, Kamungus. I don't know why he's doing that. I honestly don't. What does this do again? Every time a card sent from field to the graveyard. Okay. So basically, okay, so what I want to do, go for Totally Awesome Boy again. I don't know why he removed all those counters, but he did. Let's go for Revelation. He'll get one counter. And now I can play Monster Reborn to bring back my Winged Dragon of Ra. We'll be like, hello, here I am. So we'll get a counter. We'll probably use Kamungus. And this is where I will play Blaze Cannon. And make it so that my boy is unaffected. There you go. So now I'll pay 1,000. I can pop a card. I'll have to pop the Kamungus. The Kamungus Among Us. Unfortunately, that only works on monsters. That's the one sad bit. So let's just go ahead and attack our opponent. Obviously, he's going to Kaiju me again next turn, but you know what? Such is life, man. Sometimes you just got to hit your opponent. I think we got a bit of a mismatch, because I'm trying to make big monsters, and he's got the anti-big monster deck, which is a sad deal indeed, because I don't like that at all. I don't like that deal whatsoever. Not gonna lie. You know, let's get ourselves set up. If he's gonna Kaiju me, I might as well not bother going with, you know, defense. I need combos, and for combos, I need more frogs in the grave. Let's see, I've only got one Rodent Toad in the grave at the moment, because the other one's, of course, under our Toad here. We'll see. We'll see indeed. He's got Ryo, but obviously, I'll banish that, search another Kaiju. Man, it's like, it's the day that I pick the big monster deck that I'm up against anti-big monsters. That's what you call a bit of irony. Alright, so Totally Awesome. Let's go ahead and get Awesome Boy back, just to keep recycling him. We'll just get him back as often as we can. What does this do again? Okay, you only attack other monsters, Mr. Ryo. Okay. It's sad that he didn't activate anything. Because fun fact about Kaijus is that when there are actual counters on the board, I can use the effects of the Kaijus, basically. I am allowed to do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's bounce our Swap Frog. Special Swap Frog. That way Swap Frog will dump another frog. And we want to send this guy. Let's get another flippy floppy frog. Alright, let's go for frog action. Let's go for frog. And unfortunately I don't have enough frogs in the graveyard to do all that I wanted to do. I should have put a nightmare dude in here. That's a bit of oversight on my part. Okay. We're just going to have to go for as much as we can go for, I suppose. We'll just have to do what we can do. See, the problem is, even if I bounce his monster, it doesn't really matter too much that I bounce his monster, because he'll just do it again. Then again, let me think about this. Yeah, it's a really difficult just this one situation, because I didn't pack a Nightmare Unicorn to bounce things to the deck. That's my sadness right now. At the very least, I could get this off the board for a moment. I mean, I'll take some damage, obviously, but you know, I'm just gonna do it. I got nothing else I can do. That's the problem. If I had one other frog in the graveyard, now that would have been a different story. I could have gone for a boar loading. That would have been good. That would have been good and in the hood, but unfortunately not today. Not today indeed. I'm just gonna have to tough it out, I suppose. Keep monsters on board. And if I can keep the Sky Cavalry guy, that'll be good. So, once again, the frogs go. Summoning out to dupe frog. This time I'll go for the dupe. I don't know why I didn't go for the swap, don't ask. And my opponent surrenders. Why, though? Did you run out of Kaijus already? I'm very confused. I would normally check that, but no. I don't know why he gave up. Maybe it's because I had both of these. I have no idea. But regardless, that's technically a win. So, okay, we beat the Kaiju guy. Don't ask me how, but we did. So let's go ahead into duel numero tres and see what we get there, because so far it's been an interesting day. Alrighty, third opponent. It's been an interesting day so far. First Invoked and then Kaiju, so very curious as to where this is going to go today. We'll just have to wait and see. No Ash Blossoms, so that's a good start right there. It's just no Ash Blossoms. Rest of the hand's not great, but I got Dupe Frog at the very least. So we'll just set on that and end our turn, see what we're up against. I mean, I've got Twin Twisters. If this is like Sacred Beasts or something, this will be really good. Because Sacred Beasts use their spell traps quite a bit. If not for just negating stuff and gaining life points with that trap of theirs, then with his field spell that protects him and draws stuff. And his Searcher. Okay, I think I'm up against another Winged Dragon of Raw player. Okay, that's fine. I'm not scared or nothing. Declare card name. Top of the deck, if it's that card, add to hand. Then you can add or special summon Divine from the deck, otherwise sent to graveyard. Alright, he's doing that without even checking his deck or anything. Fascinating. Very, very risky maneuver, but I approve. And my opponent rage quits. Okay, well that doesn't count. Rage quits like that. I mean, I did do a move, but at the same time, that was just him screwing around. So let's go for an actual third opponent. That doesn't feel right. Alrighty, actual third opponent. It's just what, you know, when my opponent's just screwing around, it doesn't feel right to just call that a win. Opening hand is this would have been a better going first hand, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I would have preferred this going first, because I got Swappy Frog, and plenty of ammo for Swappy Frog. Saying it like that reminds me that I gotta make this deck for Volcanics. Because volcanic rocket searches out, blaze cannon. For some reason, don't ask me why, but it does. And so, yeah, I gotta make that deck too. Alright. I really wish I had a golden ball in my hand right now, because we're up against Atlantean mermaids. They are very, very good at swarm. Well, he could help me in a way. Not by ditching Mountain Bound Crater with Mulan Glacier, but by ditching Dupfrog with Mulan Glacier. That would be helpful. That would be helpful indeed. So we'll see indeed what our opponents do. The thing about Atlanteans, they all have these effects when they're discarded and such. And they're not once per turn either, because they're really old and janky. So this could be, but I mean, obviously this guy's once per turn, but what did he just do? Reveal this card, look at your opponent's hand. Well, that's BS. He just gets to straight up look at my hand. Why? I don't even know what this does. That's just the Deep Sea Diva archetype thing. If this card's special summon, send the top card of your deck to the target. This has a very, very odd effect for a card called Artisan. I don't get it. Regardless, let's just go ahead and do our thing. Let's just go ahead and get rid of Doopy Froggy. We won't let him know that we have Ronin Toden just yet. So let's go ahead and attempt to dump a Ronin Toden. Don't ask me why I keep saying it like that. I just like saying Ronin Toden like that. So let's go ahead and... yeah, dump the other Ronin Toden. There you go. Summon that out. Get that out. Dump a frog. So now we've got a whole bunch of frog action. So let's go ahead and use some of that frog action. We'll bring out a Ronin Toden. And then go ahead and make me Star Boy. Yes. Make me Star Boy. I want my monsters to be huge. I want my frogs to be the biggest frogs in town. So go ahead for Ronin Toden. There you go. I'm seeing a lot of frog, not enough Egyptian god at the moment. And obviously I could make, big linky stinkies. Could also make, I'm very tempted to go for Avramaksu. Don't really need to make Avramaksu, but I kind of want to do it. You know what? I haven't gotten to show off the link capability of this deck, so I'm going to do that. Just because I can. There you go. We made Avramaksu. So let's go ahead and attack the Link Karibo, which will obviously tribute itself. Doesn't really matter. If I lose all my attack for a turn, it's not a big deal. I just wanted to show off that I could make this Avramax, I just wanted to show off that this is something we are capable of doing. And I still could set this Dupfrog. So all's good in the hood. And I'll set the field spell in case he's dumb enough to destroy it. We'll see. We shall see indeed. I mean, this Mech Knight here, he can't be targeted. He can't be destroyed. He'll beat over any special summoned monster. So it's going to be a trick for this guy to get around this thing. Granted, that Jet Synchron fills me with worries. Jet Synchron, definitely something I see getting hit on future ban lists, as in the one in June. I don't know why Konami didn't hit this thing. This thing is just like, ditch a card, bring it back, make Halka-Febrax. Halka-Febrax summons another tuner, go for more and more and more and more. Okay, now you have my respect, my friend. You're playing the jank. I don't even remember what this does. Tribute 3, level 3 lower waters, summon this card. Return all spell traps to the hand. All monsters lose 200 attack for each. Yeah, it's very janky card, but you have my respect for playing it. You have all of my respect now. Regardless of what happens, you can summon Dragoon of Red Eyes. I will not be insulted. What is this? Discard this card in the water monsters. Look at the opponent's hand. Banish a card from the hand face up to the end face. Okay. And then he goes for Link Cross. I never understood why. It clearly says on this, you can't use Link tokens as material. And yet people can clearly use these tokens for material. I don't understand that. Maybe this is like a bad translation of the card's text. I don't know. I have no idea. But regardless, it just means that he's going to be making, like, big Link monster. Or, conversely, he'll make area. That is another option. Possibly he's going to go for a Mech Knight Crusadia of Remax himself. which would be bad because, you know, if he attacks into my Avramax, then, well, they just both die, basically. Oh, he's stealing my... Oh. He stole my Mr. Boy. So, yeah, he could make a... No, wait, this was someone from the graveyard, so he can't actually make Avramax. Because Avramax is specifically a monster summoned from the extra deck, so technically, this was summoned from the graveyard, so he can't go for Avramax. I mean, he can sit on Mr. Boy, which is, you know, totally fine, too. I mean, I love Mr. Boy. He's awesome. Of all the retrains of the original of the attribute boosters, or whatever you want to call them, he has my favorite artwork. Oh, hey. Now that's a card I love to see. Burial from the different dimension. So, you got something. That something is Link Kuriboh. Alright. Let's just go ahead and play our Burial from the different dimensions, get our stuff back in the grave. You know, honestly, originally I had this card at 2. And honestly, I think it's better at 2 in this deck, because you can just keep reusing your frogs. But honestly, it's fine either way. So let's go ahead and start doing frog stuff again. You know, I'm just going to bring out a frog. And then I'm going to bring out another frog. Don't correct me on the fact that this is a toad and not a frog. You better not. Alright, let's go ahead and make our totally awesome boy. Just make a boy, and he's totally awesome indeed. And I'm going to leave this guy in defense mode just in case weird stuff happens. So let's go ahead and attack into Link Kuriboh. I'm not going to bother negating Link Kuriboh, obviously, because, well, there's no point in doing so. It's not really a point. The whole point was just having totally awesome, you know, get rid of Link Kuriboh for a turn. I mean, granted, he might just, you know, tribute the Link token and bring it back. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. I don't mind. That's fine. Go ahead, get rid of my field spell. I didn't need it. So let's go ahead and attack into Mr. Boy. Because if I can kill Mr. Boy, I get a card back. There you go. And then Mr. Boy goes off and gets me back my dang Swap Frog. Beautiful indeed. And since I did all that, I'm going to go ahead and summon my Swap Frog and do more frogs. Some say I have a frog addiction. I say you don't have enough of a frog addiction. Alright, so that'll be good for us. I'm going to just, you know, I'll hold on to the field spell actually. Let's just end our turn. So now stand the boy phase. Obviously, Toad goes off. And I'll get another dupe frog. If he attempts to negate this, I'll negate with Totally Awesome, unless this is Solemn Judgment or something. Or not Judgment, but Strike. Summon that dupe frog. So now this guy's in a bit of a bind. He can't attack anything. He can't even attack Avramax if he wanted to, because of the effects of my doopy frogs. So, yeah, this guy, very big oopsie. What is he doing now? Oh, he's just stealing my stuff again. Okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of annoying, but at the same time, I don't care. Not gonna lie, you can have my frog. Frogs are for all the people of the world, man. They are for all the good little boys and girls. Actually, this reminds me when I was deck testing with this deck, I ran into this really annoying, what was it? It was like a banished troll deck with like Time Thief and like triple Necroface. It was really annoying. I did save that one, but yeah. That was one where I could not respect that guy at all, because it was just like all banish, you know, evenly matched, and Time Thief, and Necroface ×3, Gren Maju, stuff like that. And it got really close. I had like 6 cards left in my deck, and like no life points, but I still managed to out him. I managed to out that little fool. But yeah, that's a story for another time. Let's see. Link Kuriboh. He's trying to do something. I'm just not sure what exactly he's up to. Obviously, he's gonna go. Oh, it's Apple. Okay, it's just Appaloosa. That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. I don't care. Frick, man, that doesn't do jack to me. That I don't know what that does. This card. Well, this card activate. Choose a water in the deck. Place it on top of the deck. Target of water you control includes its level. Okay. During the main phase, you special summon a water synchro. Look at your opponent's hand. Banish 1 card face up till the end phase. Fascinating, but you still can't attack me because of my Dupe Frog combo. As long as I got these two on the board, you can't attack anything. That's just how that is, my friend. Okay, so what we're gonna do, go ahead and use Totally Awesome, because if he negates that, then I'm just gonna ram over this. Go ahead, do it. Do it right now. That's what I thought. That's what I bloody well thought you were gonna say. Alright. Summon that out. Activate the ancient chant. Giving me a big old ball made of gold. That's the ancient chant, by the way, if you were curious as what that was. Alright, so I can do it in a normal summon, but if I do it now, he will just stop me. So, that defense mode. Let's see here. Let me think about this here. Yeah. Oh, my opponent surrenders. Well, that's unfortunate. I was just about to do things. Yeah, I was figuring I'll make the Sky Cavalry dude to, like, you know, force out Appaloosa's effect, then ram over it, and then after all that, Ancient Chant, summon out Winged Dragon of Raw with the amount of Battle Creator, and have like a 10,000 point Raw that's unaffected by stuff. That would have been the nice move right there, but my opponent bows out early. So, there's a win. Unfortunately, my opponent didn't stick around to see the end of the duel, but such is sometimes people do. So let's go ahead and duel number 4, and I'll wrap it up nice and pretty today. Final duel of the evening, folks. Duel number 4. I mean, it's evening for me. I might release this in the morning after I do the duels, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. We're going second with a more or less going second hand, and I'm fine with that. Got Searcher for Field. Already have a field, which is sad, but what can do? Abyss Actors, you say? Alright, that could be slightly problematic. We'll see how it goes. Target card in the Pendulum Zone. Summon it, place a new one. Okay. Okay. Abyss Actors. They are a Pendulum archetype. I know that much. And then this lets them pay 1,000 to add another one. Alright. Very interesting. I know that the main idea of Abyss Actors was like, basically you pop their spell traps and bad things happen to you. That's what I know about them. And they got that field spell where it's like if you use a monster's effect and they have a pendulum summoned monster, it forces you to pop their spell traps. So, I mean, if I can get my opponent to have one more monsters on the board, I should be good. Because Sphere Mode, you know? I just need my spell trap removal, though, because if I can get rid of his spell traps, this boy's not going to have a good time. I mean, not these spell traps, I mean, like, these spell traps. But I made that clear. I don't intend to touch these. It's actually a thing with, Abyss Actors, because, thing you could run it with them, theoretically, is, like, you could run, like, battle traps with them. Because there's no reason you couldn't do that. Alright. He doesn't have anything pendulum summoned, though. This was summoned by this thing's effect. Right, yeah. So, I'm not really worried about that at the moment. I'm just going to go ahead and start searching things. Get things that are searchable. Alright. And I don't need to do that. I'll just go ahead and set Dupe Frog. And end my turn for now. I mean, here's the thing. If he pendulum summons, it's going to be tricky. Because I'll be forced to blow this up. And that would be bad. Actually, if he does pendulum summon, I won't even activate this. That's just kind of the deal. It's kind of the deal right now, is I'm not going to do that. This is kind of a checkers match we got going right here. Like, we both know... Well, he doesn't know what I'm doing. I know what he can do. I know what he wants me to do, and what he thinks I'm going to do. The biggest thing right now is if I could get a Swap Frog. Because if I could get that, nothing bad would happen. Set an Abyss Script, Spell Trap, sent to grave during end phase. So he's probably going to get the one that gives him life points. Because that's, well, he can also get the... Okay, he did get the one that gives him life points, okay. I was thinking he could also get the thing that blows up stuff, but I think that only works on face-up monsters. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played Abyss Actors. It's been a long while. Let's see. Saucy Rookie. Always liked Sassy Rookie. Both for the name and just the general appearance of this rundown clown from like some third-rate carny. Just a third-rate carny, but he's got spirit. And an eyeball on his shin, or his knee. And on his hand. It's a weird thing. Alright, so now the boys are separated from the men. Okay, so he's going to attack with Rookie first, so that's a good thing. So he'll take a little bit of damage. Just a wee bit of damage. Just a wee bit. And of course, Dupe Frog will get annihilated. And we will not be using the effect of Dupe Frog if we can help it. Because if I do that, I don't want to pop this, because this is probably something really bad. I don't want to take the risk of that being something really bad. Because he really wants me to pop this. You can tell. And that too. Alright. Oh, return Abyss Actor Pendulum Monster to the hand. Summon an extra deck, defense to the big actor Pendulum with a different name for them. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, he's got extras back out. Interesting indeed. Darn, this would have been nicer later, not gonna lie. Let me think about this. Let's just do again. Target a card in the Pendulum Zones, but or something. Okay. That, and what does this do? I guess that guy. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna give him a big old golden ball and see what happens. It's kind of my plan right now. Because right now I don't have a plan. My plan is basically, don't die just yet. But it might be difficult to say that, because I don't... If I had a Swap Frog, I could have done some I could have done some dumping. Could have dumped a few frogs and then done some stuff. But unfortunately, didn't have that. So I'm probably going to take a bit of damage. I mean, I could sit on the sphere mode for a turn or two, probably. Although the fact that he'll be getting back his superstar supersedes that. So this might not be good, folks. This might be the one we don't win. This might just be a duel we can't win today. Just for the fact that if I had my Spell Trap removal, this wouldn't be a problem at all. I could just pop his back row. But I didn't draw my Twin Twisters. Nor did I get my Swappy Frog. You kind of need Swappy Frog to start with frogs. That's just kind of the rule. It's kind of a rule of thumb. Alright, we'll see. We'll see indeed. We'll at least let this run through and see what else goes on. Who knows, he might go for something interesting. And we'll see if he even tries to get rid of that. But target face-up cards. Oh, he just popped the scale to get another scale. Okay. Interesting. What, are you going to Pendulum Summon again? I see. Alright, and then he gets another Spell Trap. Is it the one that heals you again? No, it's Abyss-tainment. But you lose that during the end phase, but do I have life points? That's the question. I don't know if I have life. I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Pretty sure I'm still alive. Now, to turn an Abyss Actor, target an Abyss script in the grave, set to your field. Interesting, indeed. Alright. Alright, indeed. Oof, barely. We gonna see a Gaga Cowboy? No. Tribute Abyss Actor, set the card. Alright. Gets back. Target face-up cards on the field. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so he's setting himself to pop me, but I get back this ball now. He has to give me this back. Thank you. This is mine again. Alright. Again, where's my dang Swap Frog? I don't know. See, here's the yeah, unfortunately, I think I've lost this one. The problem is, even if I activate an effect, he'll just negate. Well, it's not quite a negation, but he'll just stop it. That's the thing. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's just pop the other one just to see what he's got. Draw until you have 5 in your hand. There you go. You get a free hand. That's fine. You know what? We've lost this duel. But it was an interesting matchup. You know, Abyss actors, I always like seeing them. They're a little annoying sometimes, and honestly, if I had different cards in hand, this would have gone completely differently. But such is the way of the game sometimes. So, good on you, player, you magnificent shite. And let's go ahead into the end screen, where we'll talk more about this deck. Alrighty, the Good of Thrugs deck. We went 3-1, which is, it's alright with me. We managed to summon out Raw a couple times and do some stuff with that boy. And that's really the whole point of the deck, is just summoning out Raw and making him huge. So, you know, I think job well done. You know, could it have been better? Maybe, but honestly, I think we did all right. You know, we summoned out our frogs, we tributed them, summoned Raw, summoned Ball. I never got to see Egyptian God Slami by, but basically you could summon this guy by just getting rid of this guy. If you are curious, that's what you do. This guy for this guy, have the field spell on board, protects all your stuff, plus himself. That's the idea of that. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash like if you did. I got 2 decks coming up, being, what was it, Mecha Phantom Beast, as well as the Volcanic version of this deck, which I need to still work on. But regardless of that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Your boy Memphis is signing out now. Take care till next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.